Families are starting to move into what is being called America's first solar-powered town. Babcock Ranch is about half an hour northeast of Fort Myers, Florida. Developers are building nearly 20,000 homes for a projected 50,000 people. When the project is finished, the town is supposed to produce more energy than it consumes. Manuel Bajorquez is on a construction lift with a unique view of the massive solar field powering the community. Manuel, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Up high is really the best way to give you a sense of scale here. Just take a look at this. More than 300,000 solar panels over 440 acres. That's enough to power the town and even some surrounding areas. It's operated by Florida Power and Light on land donated by the developer of Babcock Ranch, who believes it will serve as a model for sustainability.
So you're going to give us a spin?
Let's go and give it a try.
All right.
In Sid Kittson, City of the Future, people leave their car in the garage and take rides in self-driving shuttle buses.
How far away are we from being able to do that?
I think it's a lot sooner than I think people actually understand. It's much sooner.
This autonomous vehicle, hailed with an app, is zero emissions. It's powered by electricity generated from the sun, just like the street lamps, the buildings, and the lights we used for this interview.
We want to be the most sustainable new town in the United States.
Kittson, a developer, wouldn't want it any other way. Babcock Ranch has been his passion project since 2005.
We had the advantage of a green field, a blank sheet of paper. And when you have a blank sheet of paper like this, you really can do it right from the beginning.
Is it more expensive to build this way? Is it more expensive for the consumers?
You know, it's not. It's not more expensive. The people here pay the exact same amount that everybody else pays in the Florida Power and Light network.
A hurricane coming through and ripping apart those panels, what would happen then?
When Hurricane Irma hit Florida, the eye of the storm came right over the top of Babcock Ranch. Not one panel out of 343,000 panels were dislodged.
The town doesn't run on solar power all the time. At night, when the sun is down, it has to draw from the traditional electrical grid. Kittson says the technology for storing all that surplus energy the solar cells generate during the day is still too costly. Another problem, too many overcast days.
Clearly, if you have a number of cloudy days in a row,
Right.
it will impact the efficiency and the available electricity that comes from the solar field.
But this is Florida.
But this is Florida. And if you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes.
Right.
This month, Richard and Robin Kinley became the first residents to move in. The lake next to their house is named after them, Lake Kinley.
I thought, you know, the air is nice and clean here, and I think these type of communities are the future.
I felt very much like when I bought a Tesla back in 2013, and I said, this is definitely going to make it. And I felt the same way about Babcock Ranch.
Their first neighbors, Donna and James Avek, move in at the end of the month.
We love the innovation here. We think it's a very small planet, and we want to do our part to conserve it.
And if you're wondering, a small 3-bedroom house will run you about $195,000. A 2-story 4-bedroom near the lake, it's more like $750,000. Now, 80% of the land that Kittson originally purchased will not be developed. He sold it to the state of Florida, which turned it into a wildlife preserve. Nora?
Manuel, thank you. Absolutely love that story. Love stories about innovation. People are trying to do something for the environment and find energy in different ways.
And we always think the sun will come up.
I know.
Tomorrow. You never have to worry. It's eventually coming.
If it doesn't, it's all stored there.
That's
so
right. There you
bring
go.
it up yourself.
They're ready.